Right then, second reason you should support this channel. One, it's freezing cold and we're out here making videos. I don't even make money. Spuds. I don't even want to spuds this video. Will these be the tyre to get us to 13s? So yeah, the smaller brakes, smaller wheels, bigger tyres is finally complete. Thank you, the VAG Yard. Make sure you follow the VAG Yard on Instagram, Facebook, the TVY Racing, and you can see how they built their 600 brake Seat Alhambra. A cheeky new little race trailer. So the car don't fit. What's up guys, and welcome to another video. It's freezing cold here in the UK, so if that's not a reason to subscribe, like and share, people just breaking up my videos lately, banging gate now, then there's no reason, there's no other reason. Like, it is Baltic here in the UK. Now this video was meant to start off with me sat in the car telling you me and Archie were going on our adventures for the day, but the car decided it was going to lock up onto Apple CarPlay. So every single video I recorded didn't have any audio. So me and the boy Archie went on a trip. We battled the weather. It was raining heavy all day Saturday. And we got the tyres fitted. Oh yeah, Bolt's got himself a new jacket, look. Also, you can see we're using the GoPro because I'm trying to not have that issue again where I've lost all that footage, because even when I was stood outside the truck, the car was still attached to the Apple CarPlay and the audio didn't work. So yeah, Bolt's got a jacket. He's still up on the jack, all the J's. We got the tyres fitted. We've got the Accelera 225 45 15s on now. And we also went and purchased ourselves a cheeky new little race trailer. So we've got ourselves a Brian James Clubman. Now it's just big enough to fit the Polo on, because as you can see the drive is not us. First wheel problems. The drive, we needed a bit of a smaller trailer because the one we hired was a little bit longer and would always take up so much space on the trailer. And also hiring one, hundreds of pounds a time. This is the best investment I could have done. I can now go to any test days, any race days I want on my own time without having to hire a trailer. So bought a Brian James Clubman, got it for a Facebook marketplace deal, but it does need some work. So this bolt here has snapped, that goes through and holds the jockey wheel. To get it home we had to cable tie these so the ramps don't come out, but all it is they've just kept the clips, I think, because they didn't want to buy any more. Then we're going to have to move these because the Polo will 100% go in front of there. Now the plan is, if the bonnet doesn't fit underneath the tyre rack has to come off, but fingers crossed the Polo just fits on here with the bonnet slightly dipping underneath the tyre rack. It's got a tyre rack on it. That means we need spare tyres. So yeah, so today's video is we're going to get the wheels back on the front of the Polo, see what the new tyres look like. Some of you might tell me the wheels are a bit too small, but we'll get to that problem in the summer. So new tyres on the front, start doing some repairs on the new race trailer. It's so weird moving the 15s around to the 17s, but Accelera 225 45 15s. Will these be the tyre to get us to 13s? And if they get us to 12s, Accelera, I want sponsorship. So I'm just going to check how these look under phone light, because the sun has dropped here. They look racy, look at them. They are class. I don't think we're going to need to put spacers on, because we checked if they caught the inner arches, and at the moment, obviously when a car's moving and bouncing, it could be different out on the road, but on a static check, steering left, that was right, but left and right, full lock does not catch the inner arches, which the old tyres used to, which is why I thought we might need spacers. But at the moment, it's looking all good, unless when we lower the car down, the wheels go up in the arches. If we lower it, then we will need to maybe put some spacers on there. But at the moment, I'm babbling, we don't need spacers. So yeah, all's looking good. Getting race tyres on Bolt is, and some of you might not say they're race tyres, but they are tyres that are made for the track and for the roads. They're race tyres to me. When we bought the R888s, I got so excited and then couldn't get them to fit and backed out. Well, they were too big with the 17s. But now, because our wheels are smaller, our tyre sidewall is bigger and wider, but actually is still a smaller diameter than the 17s, I don't think we're going to have any catching troubles or anything. So when we get into the setting up of the car and we set the suspension up, because obviously the camber and the tracking is going to, well, the camber's definitely going to have changed now with the smaller wheels. What we're going to, we'll look to see how the drive shaft is, and you want your drive shaft, I do believe, if anyone knows different, comment below. You want your drive shaft as flat as you can, as linear and as level as you can. So if we've got some movement, we can maybe drop the car down a little bit, but we're maybe looking to race in some series, so we have to have a 73mm height, which probably looks about that now. So yeah, the smaller brakes, smaller wheels, bigger tyres is finally complete. Thank you, the VAG Yard. This is going to be the last supported video by the VAG Yard. And if you have not checked them out, make sure you follow the VAG Yard on Instagram, Facebook, the TVY Racing, and you can see how they built their 600 brake Seat Alhambra. Lights disappearing fast. Let's get onto these trailer fixes. Right then, second reason you should support this channel. One, it's freezing cold and we're out here making videos. I don't even make money off YouTube. Let that sink in. Secondly, it's pitch black. We're working off light. So the first job on the trailer is this jockey wheel clamp bolt had snapped here. Straight onto Amazon. Bought myself this one, which is just a universal. Same thread, if you can get it in right, but hits this. So we're gonna have to unconnect. I think I can't see. Yeah, no, leave that there. Unconnect these two jockey wheel bolts here to slide this whole thing out, to be able to wind that in as far as we need it, and you need it in just so it'll go pinch off to grip that. So first job is to undo these two nuts here to be able to get this off. We may need to take these two off here if it doesn't come off, but we're going to put a jack under where the trailer is holding itself, because yeah baby, it's a dual axle 4-wheel trailer. We don't mess around here, no 2 wheels on this bad boy. Bolt gets the best transportation, but just in case we don't want it to drop down and bend the jockey wheel or anything, so let's get a jack under here to hold this, and let's get this jockey wheel off. Okay, so jockey wheel's now up and out, this clamps out, we can get it in. It's the right thread, it's fit, it's perfect in there, it's all the way in. Obviously this looks a bit janky, so we're going to cut this thread down now, just to make it look a little bit tidy. Obviously it'll do its job there as it is, but if we can get the handle closer, less likely it's going to snap like it did before in the future. So let's cut this thread down. Right, so what I did was I put a marker pen mark to where it had screwed in. So where that mark was, where I just showed you, I'm going to measure how much thread we need. Right, so my light's dying, we're in, we're locked in. We're now standing on the jockey wheel, which we weren't when we pulled in. Job well done. Now we will finish doing the bits. We'll finish doing the bits on the back of the trailer tomorrow night in the hour of light that we have, because it's just got silly now. So yeah, we'll see you guys tomorrow night. Right, so we've got out here quickly tonight because we've got more sun than we started with the other last night. And have a quick look at what our wheels are saying and tyres, where you can see that's a lot smoother, isn't it? They are looking good. Now, quick look at the job we did under candlelight last night. We're now sitting on the jockey wheel and we're good to go. I might think about making some sort of device which holds this handle down, because I don't like the fact that this could vibrate and undo. Yeah, so that's another job. The one we're doing today is another Amazon purchase. These lynch pins, which need to cut off the cable ties we put on and slide the lynch pins through. Then what we're going to do is take these off. I think the other owner used to jump their car up and over. They didn't even used to use the ramps, hence some of the damage on the back, because they had some sort of like big, like a dirt stock car. Dirt stock car. So yeah, we're going to take these off because I will not be jumping bolt over there. And then we're going to get the car loaded onto the trailer to gain some space on the drive, and also to get ready for my next crazy project that's to do with the car but not to do with the car. I cannot wait to tell everyone about it. Yeah, it's something to do with Christmas as well. Now these lynch pins were another order off Amazon. It was like £2 for 4 or £7 for 15. Now I think I'm going to be able to use these to strengthen up the tyre rack as well. So literally all they do, this pin comes up. Let's clip you guys on. To do, push this up, pin goes through and snaps down. And they hold those on there. Right, so that's that job done. And what I was saying, where we might be able to use these, I think we're going to have to do a bit more than just trying to put them on. But the way the tyre rack works is pin goes in the end here. There's already a big pin in the end down there, and this literally unhooks. You slide this out, slide it through your wheels, pin that back on there, and I think this might work first time. I don't know, no, it needs a bit of battering, I think, because it's been battered, this has. I literally jumped up on there, straightened the rod up, it brought it out enough to be able to get that pin in there. Now that's on there, nice and safe, and these are spring-loaded lynch pins. Right, jockey wheel, tyre rack, ramps on. Let's get the car on. I hope it fits. If it doesn't fit, we've got a trailer for no reason. And also, my Christmas project then won't work. What could the Christmas project be? A car on a trailer? It's not very Christmassy, is it? Once again, always about being real here, guys. Bolt's battery's flat. It's like -1 here tonight. So I'm having to push him up the drive because I don't have a jump pack, so I need to spin him round to get any battery leads to him. Well, one positive with that is pushing on my own uphill with brakes that haven't been used for 3 to 4 months. I'm tired. No, I'm not tired. I did that quite easy. Shows how light bolt is. So I need to try and get maybe Alex's car, spin it around, so I can get the jump leads on it and get him started. I think it's to do with that MAF sensor that we ran for VW Action, and then the car's not ran since then, as in raced to run with it. So we still need to put the new MAF sensor on it. So I think that's what it could be, just over fueling on startup or something, but it shows we have got a problem we need to fix for the summer. Right, like anything I do, doesn't go to plan. Firstly, car won't start, I think it's out of fuel. Neighbours just had to help me push it on the ramp. Got it on the ramp and the tyre rack's in the way. So the car don't fit, I've got to take the tyre rack off to get the car on. Oh dear. Now, to all the people who said, did you not measure it? Yes, I did. What I didn't measure was the height of the bonnet. I kind of just went with that it's going to fit on the base and we'll give it a go. And I probably should have foreseen that happening really. I was just wanting to be a bit excited that we got a tyre rack as well. Now what we'll do is, in the future, we'll get this tyre rack heightened because you might as well maximise your trailer space if I want to take spare tyres. But you could always put other stuff on it as well. And if we have the tyre rack extended, made higher so the car fits under. For now, take the tyre rack off so we can get the car on and start with Project Christmas. Big thank you to the neighbour who's just helped me push it up. Sorry mate, didn't get you on the video because I didn't realise the camera was filming. You come over to help and we just got going. I didn't press record, so sorry I didn't make the channel, but I'm going to say a big thank you. You know who you are. Right, as you can see, it's now pitch black. That took a turn for the worst. I then, for some reason, forgot how to tow to back a trailer and got it stuck against the house. So yeah, run out of fuel, run out of light, and run out of talent. But if you want to find out what the Christmas surprise is, make sure you subscribe, like, and share, and I'll see you guys on the flip side. Spuds. I don't even want to spuds this video. It's been an absolutely disastrous one. Ah, get me a beer. Spuds.